Good morning. How is your day for Tuesday? And I hope you slept well. I hope you had a good day at work, depending on when you catch this. I'm still waking up over here. I slept pretty damn good. I was extremely tired yesterday from all this full moon energy, and then still catching up from pickle jar and self-love Sunday. So I hope you guys check those out. Today I'm going to be doing a divine femme, divine masculine, and twin flame reading. So I'm sorry about the yard work if you all hear that out there. They should be done soon though. They should be done soon. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys, if you're new here, my name is Michaela. I started Wounds into Light probably back in April or May. I was saved from Jesus Christ and God, and I connected them as Yhvh, Yeshua, but feel free to change 111 to put the names in that you connect with. Just remember that this is for all energy. It could be masculine energies and feminine energies inside of a masculine. So just fix it how it works. If it's not yours, kiss it and blow it away, because it's not worth the mental strife. Scriptures in tarot, Psalm 119, and it all goes back to this Hebraic prophecy. So we'll be learning that too throughout the way. A lot of math and science, a lot of chakra healing work. So you know, I'll just do it all here. It's just a bit different than your normal tarot card reader channel, and that's what I want. I want to make a difference. I want to show you guys a different way to think, to separate your flesh state of mind from your spiritual state of mind. So let's get started here. I think we'll do the divine femme right now. Yhvh's saying divine femme. So divine femmes. Yhvh, can you just come on down here and prophesy with clear, direct messages, and just comfort me and my friend here. Just protect us from all negative energies here on out today and every day as you look upon us with your forgiving heart, your unconditional love, your reflection. All right, divine femmes, you ready? Cheers. You guys, I love coffee so much. I love coffee so much. It's like my mom thing, you know, it's like my only mom thing that I really do besides, you know, everything else. Yeah, I think we're going to use these ones. Okay. All right, divine femme. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy to have you here. So let's get started. Yhvh, what's going on with our divine femmes here? 311 right there on the clock. Let's see what else is going on here with our divine femmes. Any info on our divine femmes here, Yhvh? You guys, I gotta get a different setup here. I'm looking forward to when I can get a whole like office going for this. 333 right there on the clock. Oh, this first one's coming up here. Ooh. Okay, so the star and the negative here. So this is our first high arcana card. This is also Aquarius, and it goes back to, you know, that someone is very beautiful, very bright. They could be in the public eye. They're just very radiating the energy because they're kind of just, they've gone through a lot, and now they're just, okay, they're standing up after the fire, because right before this is the Tower card. So they're standing up, they're beautiful, they're looking at everything like bright and shiny, twinkle, twinkle, little star that they are. However, when it's in the negative, this is bitter. This is bitterness. This is, I just ended this tower and now I'm scorned. 411. This is also the Aquarius card. It also goes back in Hebrew to the Zadi, which is the fish hook. So there could have been something that happened here on a fishing trip or while someone was fishing. Maybe something happened while fish was being served on a plate. Like that fish really just comes up to me real quick. But anyway, the star here in the negative. So this is negative energy already, divine femme. Oh my goodness. And then look at Knight of Swords comes popping out. I wonder why. I bet you this Knight of Swords in the negative. Oh, sorry, y'all. Knight of Swords in the negative has caused this negative tower to be not victorized over. And so right now this tells me this is a vicious cycle, divine femme, or divine masculine if you're here too. Hello. So this is a vicious cycle, because if the Tower comes before this and here comes this energy, this is air. This is mental confusion, strife, mental illness. This is a very, very wicked man with his great mental manipulation strategies on point at 5'11". And what do you think is going to happen when he's just bringing in all of this air and he's tornadoing? And here's this Tower over here that obviously wasn't conquered. So there's just this vicious cycle now of this star around this Knight of Swords energy that's just tornadoing her or him. You know, Knight to me is a young man. And Yhvh is really clear. If it's female, for me, he's really clear. If it's female, he would bring out a female card. And if it's male, he'll bring out a male card, because I have tons of them. So it just makes me think that there's a young guy here in between the ages of 25 to 35, but he doesn't have to be. It could be your lover, your friends with benefits, your one night stand. It could be your child, or someone else in your family, a sibling, a cousin, or whoever. It's not just limited to all of this, but he's just he's very wicked, and he's just young. He's still immature. He has a lot to look forward to because he's not yet in his king energy. And honestly, if he goes to King of Swords in the negative, it's just completely mental illness, sociopathic, really. You know, air is just mental strife, mental illness. There's no emotion here. And you've got double air, because this is Aquarius now. So you've got Aquarius and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here, Divine Femme. So there's lots of air still going on in our universe here. So let's see. What else, Yhvh? What's going on with this star here who's meant to be a star? You know, Yhvh is saying you're not in the upright. We just got two cards here. So you're not in the upright, but you're meant to be in the upright. That's the destined path that he has for you. And regardless of what this Knight of Swords decides to do, it's still involving this star, you know. I also wonder if the star could be in their Knight of Swords energy, because it is Aquarius, and the star could be bitter and become the Knight of Swords. So there's two different ways that we can play it here, you guys. This could be someone that you're working with, or this could be you as the star, the Aquarius Divine Femme, in your Knight of Swords energy, which 7:11 there on the clock. But, you know, let's just see what these are here. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is all negative energy. So y'all, we have star in the negative, Knight of Swords in the negative, and now we have the Fool in the negative, and Six of Swords in the negative. So this automatically makes 7. So 7 swords is, excuse me, let's go back first, because I'm jumping ahead of myself here. So let's start with the Fool. So this is in the negative. So this tells me right now that this is never going to get conquered. You're never going to get yourself out of this situation, whether this is 2 people or 1. You're not going to get it, because this is the very first start of any deck. This is the high arcana, the Fool, which is the first, the left, the eye, which also is the first and the last. This is how it all starts over, right? Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. Okay, it's in the negative. So this is not going to happen, because these are in the negative, because this is in the negative, which this is 6 of Swords. So this person, this star, whoever the star is refusing to walk away from troubled waters, from this Knight of Swords, or from their own energy, which this is completely hard, because they're so clouded, right? How is this star supposed to come to this point by themselves to be able to calm down and turn this into a victorious journey? Well, that's why you have to let Yhvh in, to be able to turn everything upright for you and send you on your way. Okay, so 6 of Swords, this is leaving troubled waters behind. You just were, you know, pretty much defeated mentally, and now you're like, okay, I conquered it, I'm done, and I'm walking away. 7 of Swords, when you add the Knight Sword, this makes 1 more. This is the vantage point. So there, the 5 of Swords is a defeat, and that's just very mentally, that's like war zone energy. That's like Jezebel energy. That's like, ugh. And then you get to the 6. So you're battered and bruised, 9/11. And then with 1 more, you're battered and bruised with 1 more sword. So you have your vantage point to be able to make sure that you're protecting yourself from all sides here because of the experience, right? So at least that's good. At least the star is starting to really watch their back, or understand that they have a vantage point in all of this. So they're able to see, you know, that's why I'm really starting to think, when I talked about this star being in this Knight of Swords energy, I didn't feel that was right. I feel that this is 2 separate people, an Aquarius and a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. So we have 3 air cards. So it's very heavy air. It doesn't have to be Aquarius, but there's definitely an air sign here. And then the Fool is Aries, fire. So we have fire and air here. So lots of swift communication, lots of just whirlwind tornado, right? 10 o'clock there on the dot. Let's see what else is here. Yep, 3 of Pentacles here. So this isn't going to work, or, you know, oh, this Fool's in the negative. This came up in the positive. So this tells me Yhvh is kind of just waiting. Like 3 of Pentacles, this is where you get your dominion really, and then you're able to set foot forward while you're able to understand like this is going to take lots of time. This is going to take so much of yourself to be able to invest, because Pentacles for me, of course, it's time, money, materialistic items, but I also use it as worth. And that's really what I'm seeing here, is that this star who is bitter has lost their worth, and Yhvh is telling you, I'll give it to you. You just need to follow the call of the universe here and his directions. And then that way, sorry, you guys, my nose is really starting to runny because I'm not flighty, but I'm feeling it. And a lot of the time when I feel this energy, like I've been explaining in my powerhouses here, or I start to act up like this, I can't talk, or just my nose will just run out of nowhere. And I'm like, I was just fine 20 minutes ago, 11:11. So it's just energy, you guys. So thank you. I know it's gross. Just good thing you are away from me. I'm completely fine. I would tell you all if I had COVID, so please don't be worried. It's just the energy running through. I just, you know, a lot of it happens in your head. So I get it out my ears, my throat, and then I have a hard time with just a lot of it. So anyway, 3 of Pentacles is coming in. So now we have earth energy too. We have earth energy consisting, oh, my goodness, this earth energy is not allowed to be here, I think. Like, it's definitely part of the reading, but I'm having a hard time getting this earth energy out. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus here. So now we have earth, fire, and air. The last thing I don't see here is water, Divine Femme. So there's no cups. There's no emotion. There is no emotion to this situation here. And maybe there's emotion for you. Maybe there's emotion. There was emotion for this Knight of Swords, but now there's no longer. Something has happened to where it's just not going to work. But this tells me that with, you know, you've got 3 people here, and 3 people have to each provide a pentacle, right, for this to be balanced and work and move forward to add the 4th pentacle. Now there's 3 people here, but it's just you that needs to make this victorious move, right? Well, 3 Pentacles is you, Yhvh, and Yeshua. Okay, so I really feel like once this star or the Knight of Swords really takes this look in, this Fool will be victorious, and then the 3 of Pentacles, the time of each spectrum, past, present, future, as this new person will therefore move on and start to go in the direction of the Wheel of Fortune that Jesus wants it to. Okay, that's really what I'm picking up here, is you're not going to be able to move forward with your spectrum for it to come out energetically like this and grow if you are not able to physiologically resonate with that energy inside, right? Like I showed you guys on Self-Love Sunday. So let's see what else is coming here. So you have 8 of Pentacles here. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I lied, 7 Pentacles. I knew that too, which is, I'm getting better at this, you guys. So 7 of Pentacles. So to me, this is like, there's a couple different ways. And of course, there's a couple different ways already, because time, materialistic, and money. But then I also put it with self-worth. So then I'm thinking of a couple different ways. Here's your worth, and you're like, well, look at this whole pile, and then this little stinking one right here. But I'm not looking at the pile. I just see this and what's happened lately in this situationship and how I feel worthy or unworthy about this one situation. Well, look at everything else here that you conquered, sweetheart. And you're really close to an ending here, and it's in the positive. So Yhvh is just telling you, go inside, look at all of this gold you have in your kingdom here, sweetheart, and you're going to be able to lift those chins up, pick out your wedgie, and keep moving forward. Okay, 1411. This is also another earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, earth, very patient, grounding, stability energy. And Yhvh is telling you, look, you're going to have 2. Oh my gosh, you guys, 7 and 10. You're going to have 10 pentacles right here. Look at, that's an ending right there waiting for you in the positive. And earth 3D matters and 5D matters essentially because of your worth here. So yeah, so Yhvh is telling you, you guys, you'll have a victorious ending. You just need to get out of this Knight of Swords trouble. And it's right here. You need to walk away from it, Yhvh is saying. Okay, what else here, Yhvh? So that was bottom of the deck. This is bottom of the deck too. Let's see what else here. Yep, look at you. Oh my goodness. So the star here, this Knight of Swords, all of this air energy. Once this victorious happens, when you let Yhvh in, let Jesus in, because he's the key, Yhvh will just come on down. And then he's going to put the key of Jesus into your spiritual backbone and wind you up, right? Once you conquer that, life will start working for you in the positive because you're backed up, you're protected, and you are never alone. Your worth is going to come into play as it's working forward for you. You're going to be able to look forward and have this more self-worth to fuel your journey coming up in the future, right? To add these 3 pentacles to make the 10, putting you in your Queen of Pentacles energy. You have it all, baby. Pre-emperor status, pre-emperor status, depending on who's watching here. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, this is everything. Loving, caring, kind, very stability in their head. They're very financially balanced and wealthy. They're full of love. They're full of light, you know. So whoever this Aquarius is, or possible, whoever the star is, once they turn themselves right in the upright, Yhvh is saying, look at what I have for you. Look at what I have for you. Okay, this is a step that you want to be at before the more high arcana come into play, you know, Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles, because the Empress and the Emperor all have 4 kings and queens inside of them to make the divine counterpart. All of that experience, right, between the experience of the journey of air, earth, water, and fire to come up in love and then project out. Okay, lots of pentacles here, you guys. Earth energy. We have 3 cards that balance out just as much as the air cards. So we're really dealing with all of this air in this fire here and this earth here. And once you balance out this air, this is going to turn up in the upright, and then all of this is going to come into play. Okay, Yhvh is saying you really need to balance yourself. You need to clear your mental clarity here. Divine Femme, you really need to take a deeper look in and realize that if you stay, you will not be grounded. If you stay, your self-worth will constantly be in question. If you stay, you will not get your spiritual consequence in the upright that Yhvh has planned for you. Let's pull one more just to see. Yes, look at this 6 of Cups here, you guys. This is finally the emotional status here. And Yhvh is saying if you don't follow this suggestion here, you're not going to be able to return home to yourself. This is the returning energy card, returning emotionally. Okay, 6 of Cups, you will not be able to return home to yourself and continue on with this self-worth journey. And that's the only cups that we have, Cancer, Pisces energy. The most emotional thing here, Yhvh is saying, is you just coming back into yourself. Okay, don't let this divine masculine or this Knight of Swords prick get in your way. You know, it's not worth it. It's really not, because this Knight of Swords isn't thinking about your judgment day when Yhvh comes. He's thinking about himself in the 3D. He doesn't have any spiritual luck within him because he can't resonate with it. But Yhvh is saying whoever this person is, the star, stuck in this Knight of Swords tornado and needs to walk away, is worthy of this. You're worthy of coming home to yourself. And when you come home to yourself, you also come home to Yhvh Yeshua, who's already divinely guiding you right here anyway. You know, I'm going to take one more just in case. Yep, look at that right there. 6 of Pentacles in the negative 2. So wow, really balancing it out and having this victory with it. So look at, you have 6 and 7. 6 and 7 here. And you guys, this is also, you know, Pentacles, this is a lot of inheritance, you know. So Yhvh is saying, look at all this that you have to look forward to, and this inheritance comes into play too, not just on earth, but in the heavens, right? So let's see what else here. We're only at 18 minutes. Yhvh, can you just shoot us out a couple more cards maybe? I want to know what happened here. What happened here between this Knight of Swords and the Star? What happened here between the Knight of Swords and the Star, Yhvh? Can you give us any guidance on what has happened here? What has happened here between the Star and the Knight of Swords here? What has happened here that is stopping this whole time spectrum to have a paradigm shift and to move forward in the right direction? What has happened here? Let's see. Oh, a broken heart. Oh my goodness. Well, we already knew that was coming. So Divine Femme, I am so sorry. Broken hearts are not fun. And of course, they're not supposed to be fun. But they're not fun on multiple reasons, right? Because they break your heart. So not only are you mentally crushed, you're physically crushed, you're emotionally crushed. Now you have all this self-doubt, wondering what the heck it was that you did, why you weren't good enough, and how much stupidity you feel because you invested so much in this person, thinking that it was going to be long-term. 20 minutes right there on the clock. That's a double ending. So thank you, Yhvh. He's saying it's done. It's done because of everything I just said. There's nothing positive there for you. There's nothing positive to go back to because Yhvh's flat out telling you here, you need to walk away. It's just going to be a constant tornado. That's all that it's going to be. It's just this constant tornado, and the star is just reflecting it, right? Reflecting it as it's absorbing it. And so it's reflecting off to the Knight of Swords, causing the Knight of Swords to gain that energy and use it against you, as you're also absorbing it at the same time, and it's making you bitter. And of course it's going to make you bitter because here's your heart space. And I love this card, you guys. This is my favorite card out of this Lenormand deck. I use it for healing. Like I said, tarot of the twist. So let me explain this to you how I do this. So I'm really big on chakra healing. And Yhvh showed me the math and science in between it all. And you'll have to go back and you're just going to have to accept me because this is my life now. But this is the heart space card. And so we're going to separate the water from the air. And you have 2 chakra powerhouses at 2111. Your first powerhouse here is stuck in the water here. This is root, sacral, and solar plexus chakra. And once these are in the upright and they activate, that will be illuminated up into your heart space. In your second powerhouse here, that'll start activating where this air comes in. Now, you're going to get saved when that happens because you'll be able to open them up and work on them yourself. But when this happens, when how we use this card, it's very much just Yhvh's going to come down, put the blood of Jesus in your heart, and you're going to be able to have this whole new mental clarity. You're going to be able to really separate your spiritual state of mind from your emotional state of mind, because this is your flesh and this is your spirit. Do you see the spirit trapped in any flesh here, any body of water? No. So that's why it's very, very important to master our emotions and be able to play the game, and by not playing it and looking within, because this is the balance of your male and female energies, and that's what's going to make your heart just keep going, right? You need to separate your flesh from the state of your spirit. 2111 there. So you're heartbroken. Your heart will be able to turn back upright, and you'll be able to love yourself and project out once all of this inherited worth comes into play. Yhvh is saying you're valuable. You are a prophet for him no matter what. So this Knight of Swords and the Star got her heart broken. Her or his, but Divine Femme, we're talking about you right now, girl. Yhvh, what else here? What else here? What else happened between the Star and the Knight of Swords? Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys. So this is 1 out of 2 bird cards in this deck. And this is, unfortunately, the negative one. There's 2. So the Robins is fueled by the light of the sun behind it. So there's, you know, God and victorious there. And it's just like that lighthearted little chitter chatter in the morning, tweet, the harmonies, when you come into work and, oh, guess what happened last night, girl? Like that kind of gossip. Now, when the owls come out, this is fueled by, you know, the emotional moon here. And this serious news broke this person's heart. This is not a negative card. Excuse me. It is not a positive card. It is negative news. But this news is very, like, revelationizing. It's very serious. It's very, you know, owls go back to wisdom. And so when you get this kind of news, it really just shatters everything because it's the truth. It kind of just breaks everything open because it's emotional. So the Star here found out some emotional news that broke her heart. Yeah, but what else? What kind of news was this? News between the Knight of Swords and the Star here. What happened? Why does the Star need to walk away? Heart got broken over some serious news. You know, let's see. There's only 6 cups. 6 cups is the pleasure card. So there could have been cheating here. Multiple third parties. It's also 6 cups is right before the 7 of cups, which is like the spiritual consequence card because there's so many options. And when I show you guys that card, this guy is looking at 7 of cups up in the clouds because his ego has clouded his judgment so much about all of these cups. And he's like, which one am I going to go to tonight? And if I go to this one tonight, then I won't be able to go see her tomorrow, and yada, 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 you know? So it's just very spiritually consequenced here. Yhvh, what else happened with the Knight of Swords here and the Star? What happened? What kind of news was here? You know, if he wants them to come back out, they will. What kind of news was here? What happened to the star to break her heart? What happened to the star's power here? She don't, oh, there it is, you guys. There's some already moved out. That must have happened right there. Okay, so, wow. So we have the mice in the negative, and this is no bueno, no good. The mice, what do mice do? Just think about it, just for a minute. They come into your house in the day or the night, it don't matter. Come in, and they stealing and thieving a little bit over time to make them a bigger gain at the end, right? And so that's what this Knight of Swords was doing. That he was coming in and he was stealing from you, and you allowed it to continue because that's what broke your heart. You allowed your own heart to break, and that is why going within and mastering the emotions to be able to find your worth and have this destined path for you to return home to yourself, okay? And then look at the moon is right behind it, but this is great. So this is insight on this mouse for you. Really, this is the truth right here. I feel this is the serious news, is that you figured out that this person was stealing and thieving from you. Now, this could be materialistic. It could be through your heart, you know, just stealing parts of you, or you gave them parts of you to make them whole. They'll never be whole because they're a narcissist. But you gave them, you know, they robbed you. They robbed your heart. You allowed it to happen. However, there is a lot of pentacles here and what you don't see coming, right? So this is a victorious end, but also there's a lot of money here. So it could have been where this guy came in and stole all of this money too. And that's what this is insightful about. You know, this is the Cancer Pisces card here. This is the moon. This goes back to secrets and dreams, but also in this deck, it's magic and the mysticism. And, you know, it's just really following your gut. It's very insightful. Take a deeper look emotionally, you know, that type of thing. And emotionally, you were stolen from. Okay, your heart got stolen or your money. Let's see. What else here, Yhvh? Let's just do a couple more here. We're still at only 26 minutes. I like to keep them around 30. Yhvh, what else here? Yhvh, what else here? Let me give me just one more card. What happened between the Knight of Swords here and the Star? Was the money stolen or the heart? Or both? You know, let's one more clarifier here, Yhvh. Thank you so much. What happened? Oh, he cut it off. Yhvh says, walk away. It is done. Okay, this is the 10. This is the ending. This is Yhvh's scythe, and he's coming down with his victory behind there, and he's just going to go poof. This is to cut off, the implement of cutting. And he's telling you, look at all this wheat here, you guys. You can't do it on bread alone. You need his help, and you need to let him in. And if you don't, sweetheart, you're just going to continue down this shitty-ass path because you are not putting yourself first. You are not putting your self-worth first. You are putting your flesh state first, not your spiritual state. Okay, everything about how you feel is located in your flesh, not in your spirit. And Yhvh is saying, be done. It is time to be done. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here, and then we're going to pull a couple Eat the Word cards. Yep. So this right here, this is the anchor. And this means there's a couple, you know, a lot of my cards have duplicity, which I absolutely love. So this card, first off, is the Capricorn card. So once again, we have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus here. You might be looking forward to life with the Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus here too, because once you put yourself in the upright, you will be able to ground yourself. And right now you're not able to ground yourself. And look at, this is emotional shit. So this tells me right here that your flesh is just going through these treacherous storms and you're allowing it. You are allowing it. And then you also have other influences in your life saying, mine, do it this way. And you're just rocky. Smooth seas don't make good sailors, you know, that type of thing. Also, when this comes into play is that, oh, you've been on this trip for so long and now you're finally finding land and you want to drop anchor. You finally found your person and you want to drop anchor because he or she is your long-term goal, right? So this is giving me a couple different things here. You're not going to be able to ground yourself or have your happily forever after until you do so, smooth out the waters, and then this Pentacles will come into play, and it could be a new person to be able to ground yourself with too, right? Let's see what else here one more time. Yep, yep, obstacles, yep, Negatively fueled energy here, and this obstacle is a loss. It's a danger. You will not be able to get over this hump. This Knight of Swords, sweetheart, is never, ever, ever going to change. So let's just be done with it. Okay, let's see one more here. Oh, the whip. So there's the whip right there. Look at, Yhvh telling you twice now. The wheat needs to be separated from the tare. It needs to be done. Okay, let's see one more here. Yep, you need to take a deeper look because it isn't going to work out. And once you do, Victoria, maybe your name is Victoria, or Victoria is included in this somehow. However, you're going to get a victory here because it's here, and you just need to take a deeper look into your health and stable it, because 4 + 1 is 5, which is the tree card, which is also Capricorn, but it's the vitality. It's looking within, grounding yourself health-wise, especially your mental health. Yhvh's telling you, you need to look within and really fix yourself and balance things out. Okay, look at, he's giving you all the sunlight. Now you just need to come in and help him balance it out too. Let's do one more here. Yep. Yep. Because this Knight of Swords is wearing a mask and he's never, ever, ever going to get out of it. So usually I do chakra guidance, but I want to do this. I introduced my new deck here that I made. It's nothing pretty. Okay. But it's a lot of just eating the word out of the Bible. So at least we can help each other eat it 3 times a day like we're supposed to, right? So Yhvh, can you just give some words of guidance here from yourself for our divine femme here, who really just is having a hard time walking away from this prick? And I really want you to walk away. And you know what? I'll tell you right now, you guys, if I can walk away from my twin flame and everything that he acted like, you can do it too. Okay, I'm here for you. I would be so honored to help you along the way. And I want you to go to your bathroom and look in the mirror and say, I want you to love me. I want you to love me. I want you to love me. Just say it out loud. I want you to love me. I don't want you loving anybody else but yourself. So please, and I got goosebumps, you guys. Look at this. Yep. This one just popped out too. So let's just read it really quick here. Luke 16:14 in red. You are the ones who justify yourselves in the eyes of men, but God knows your heart. What is highly valued among men is detestable in God's sight. Joel 2:12. Even now, declares the Lord, return to me with all your heart, with fasting and weeping and mourning. With fasting and weeping and mourning. Aren't you already doing that? That's got heartache written all over it, doesn't it? Fasting and weeping and mourning over your goddamn flesh state. Over this 160 pounds of bullshit. No bueno. Yhvh, that was a great one. Thank you. Fasting and weeping and mourning. Come to me in your heartbreak. Return to me with all your heart, whatever's left, and I will heal it. Return to me and I will recover you. Return to me and I will heal this broken heart. Return to me and I will cure your self-worth viewpoint. Come to me because you are my child. That's what he says. That's what Yhvh says. And what Yhvh says goes. All right, Yhvh. So, Yhvh, I just ask that you come on down here. I also ask that you just sneak your way through the doors and the passages in my divine feminine's life here, and just wrap your arms around her and give her a hug. Just wrap your arms around her and let your light just bleed through energetically to her heart and heal it. Yhvh, I just pray that you just pick through my hands here and you find whichever ones we need here. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. You guys. All right, we're not going to make 30 minutes, but that's okay. Because this is important and I can't put a time limit on spirit. So you guys, I told you. This was the Aquarius, but also went back in Hebrew to Zadi, which is the fish hook, right? Well, look at what our Father has brought out. Psalm 119, Zadi, the fish hook, air, and star. Aquarius. He brought out the whole scripture for this, you guys. So let's just look in, because he's telling you, you are guided. Something is divinely guided here by the star, no matter what. It is divinely guided. And here's 2 to 3 witnesses right now saying, yep, I sure am. Psalm 119, righteous are you, O Lord, and your laws are right. The statutes you have laid down are righteous. They are fully trustworthy. My zeal wears me out, for my enemies ignore your words. Your promises have been thoroughly tested, and your servant loves them. Though I am lowly and despised, I do not forget your precepts. Your righteousness is everlasting, and your law is true. Trouble and distress have come upon me, but your commands are taught. But your commands are my delight. Excuse me. But your commands are taught. That's true. Your statutes are forever right. Give me the understanding that I may live. Wow, Yhvh. It just blows my mind every single time I pull these out. So what else is here? Philippians 4:4. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice. Oh my gosh. Now he's bringing out the rush. You guys, this is the sun. This is him himself. This is Yhvh's government, the head, the resh, the boss, the chief. If the sun ain't going, we ain't going. Divinely protected. Divinely protected right here, sweetheart. You are divinely protected, okay? Yhvh says, cut it off. Yhvh says, be done with it, or I'm going to get you with my fish hook and you're going to die. That's pretty much what's going on here, because fish is the new start of the cycle. It's Pisces going into Aries here, okay? So Psalm 119, the resh. Look upon my suffering and deliver me, for I have not forgotten your law. Defend my cause and redeem me. Preserve my life according to your laws. Many are the foes who persecute me, but I have not turned from your statutes. I look on the faithless with loathing, for they do not obey your word. See how I love your precepts. Preserve my life, O Lord, according to your love. All your words are true. All your righteous laws are eternal. Acts 18:9 in red. Do not be afraid. Keep on speaking. Do not be silent, for I am with you. And no one is going to attack and harm you, because I have many people in this city. I have many people in this city. Do not be silent, for I am with you, and no one is going to attack and harm you, because I have many people in this city. And he is divinely guiding you through a star, and a star overlooks the whole city too. So there might be someone here who works in the public eye, like I said. It might be someone here who works in like legal issues, like maybe a mayor or a governor or something along those lines. I'm picking up, harm you because I have many people in this city. But then this also could just be like this kingdom, like Yhvh's looking at you as a city to begin with too. So I'm picking up on both things there. All right, you guys. So Psalm 147:14, he grants peace to your borders and satisfies you with the finest of wheat. The finest of wheat. Hello. Finest of wheat. Proverbs 17:1, better a dry crust with peace and quiet than a house full of feasting with strife. Better a dry crust with peace and quiet than a house full of feasting with strife. Feasting. Where did that feasting? Feasting and fasting. Feasting and fasting. Sorry, you guys, that's really loud. Proverbs 18:20, from the fruit of his mouth a man's stomach is filled. With the harvest from his lips he is satisfied. The Lord is near to all who call on him, to all who call on him in truth. Matthew 9:4, why do you entertain evil thoughts in your hearts? Which is easier to say, your sins are forgiven, or to say, get up and walk? But so that you may know that the Son of Man has authority on earth to forgive sins. Mark 8:12 read, why does this generation ask for a miraculous sign? I tell you the truth, no sign will be given to it. You have to get up and do it yourself, sweetheart. It's only you stopping yourself here, right? Last one, Ecclesiastes 1:15. What is twisted cannot be straightened. What is lacking cannot be counted. Wow. Isaiah 8:13-14. The Lord Almighty is the one you are to regard as holy. He is the one you are to fear. He is the one you are to dread. And he will be a sanctuary, but for both houses of Israel, he will be a stone to make men stumble and a rock to make them fall. He's coming for you, divine femme. He's coming for you, and he's divinely protecting you. So which way are you going to go? I'm here for you if you want to accept yourself, to love yourself, and change your wounds into light. See you soon.